All right, I was just about to type, but I don't have to. I did say hello to Millie and James a minute ago in the text or the chat. Ah, welcome aboard. Uh, Ken, welcome aboard. Troy, welcome aboard. This is cool. Okay, yeah, we're getting the party started. Uh, I did not get a whole lot of stuff done this afternoon. I got hungry and I had to eat something, and then I started watching some of the more latest things from Elon Musk. It's 2021 is going to be interesting. I don't know what to think about the Starlink. I don't know what to think about, the self-driving cars and artificial intelligence and heading to Mars. I don't know. I don't know what to think about all of it. I do think about it, of course. And if you listen to Coast to Coast at night, Coast to Coast AM, you're going to get discussions about, you know, extraterrestrials and on and on. And I enjoy all that stuff, but uh, I think probably the best thing we can all do is put ourselves in God's hands. It's going to be a wild ride. So, we've got one, two, three. I think we already have three people this afternoon or this evening, 6 o'clock Eastern, that were not here this morning, uh, or at noon. So if you did happen to come in and find out the answer to the sponsored channel, or the channel that's sponsoring me, I mean the secret channel, the guessing channel. Yeah, you're right, Troy. Won't need real people. Frederick Heron, welcome aboard. Yes. Oh, yeah. They have on Coast to Coast AM. They talk about the boogeyman or ghosts or paranormal stuff. Okay. Grand Ray was absent at noon. I was absent-minded as well, just so you know. But you knew that. Camping therapy. Welcome aboard, Lassie. Yes, we're getting the evening crew in here. And so, in case I missed something, if you were here on the noon till 1 p.m., you know the answer to who this, uh, who you got to guess who the featured artists are, the featured channel. So, Victoria May, Life Unfiltered, welcome aboard, Vicky. Um, so, uh, let's see what happened. Oh, also during that live stream today at noon, we we did guess uh, where LeeLee was. Where's LeeLee? So guess what? You can guess again if you want about where's LeeLee. That should be fairly easy. You can also guess where's Jerry, as in Jerry Holly. But chances are you all know. uh, and we can also have a little fun with your own channels, trying to guess where you are, especially for traveling. I don't know, it's just an idea. But for the main point, your three clues that you have right now to figure out who, camping therapy, yes. if you're talking about me, I'm not heading there yet, but hopefully this week. But I think you are referring to Jerry. As of about an hour and a half ago, he was about 2 hours away, so he should be real close to rolling into Q Town now. So okay, we solved it. Where's Jerry? So now you can say, where's LeeLee? All right. Anyways, our feature channel, and I'm not going to tell you what our feature channel is. You have to you have to guess. Reine, Reine Patterson, thank you. Welcome aboard. Good to see you. We're having fun with this again. Uh, so our feature channel, there are three clues so far. One of them is right behind me. Number two is in the thumbnail, and number three is in the title, the title of this live stream. So there's your three clues so far. Now, if we have anybody that was here this morning, they are welcome to put in a weird kind of tiny clue. And we'll have fun with it. We'll definitely have fun with it. So, we could also guess where's Graham? Where's Graham? Inquiring minds want to know, but he's not allowed to tell us. We have to guess where he's at. I am going to guess that he is in. I am going to guess that he's in Egypt. Hey, that's my guess, and I'm sticking to it. And then there were seven. Dan the vintage RVer. Yep, seven here. And the camper vehicle behind me. And there's another clue for you. Yes, I know, Millie. But he could be in Egypt. I'm just saying. All right. Yeah, we're cruising right along here. Before I forget, we could also guess where is Donovan? Why not? He does come on after this. If he can. He never mentioned it. But the RV on the wayside is following me at 7:30, and in my mind, I went, "Yeah, God willing." The only clue I'll give you about guessing where Donovan is that he's not had his sticks and bricks. Just saying. All right. No, not in Egypt, Ohio, there, Frederick. I do know where that is. And also up here, close to Ada, we have a. That's not that long of a road. It's probably about 4 or 5 miles. Uh, it's called Egypt Valley. And I always think, wonder why they named that Egypt Valley. I don't know. I've looked for the pyramids on both sides of the roads and I haven't found any. Nor have I found a Sphinx. Nor have I found walk like an Egyptian. Walk like an Egyptian. No, I haven't found any of that. Oh well. It is what it is. Okay, Victoria May. LeeLee, yes, she is not in Mexico. And you're welcome to guess, where is she? I did speak with her earlier today, and she was on the noon show, as a matter of fact. Uh, but don't go back there and look. Oh, gosh. So, anyways, back to our featured guest. And if we halfway through here and nobody's guessed, well, then we're going to have to definitely start giving more hints. So I'm just saying. So where's Donovan? Where's Graham? Oh heck, where's Victoria May Life Unfiltered? We could make a we could go all night. We're only going to go to 7:30, and at 7:30, I'm going to be signing off whether Donovan is got a signal or not. So now you know that Donovan is actually traveling. You got to guess where Donovan is. Okay, Victoria May Life Unfiltered. Uh, I'm not sure which person you're trying to guess where they are. Are you guessing where Graham is? Uh, and then Weekend RVing, New Mexico. So who? Which channel? We got three channels going now besides our featured guest. We're trying to guess where LeeLee is. We're trying to guess where Graham is, and we're trying to guess where Donovan is. So, okay, Victoria May says LeeLee, and her answer was Arizona. And God bless you, Vicky, but you're wrong. No, she's not in Arizona. Okay, waiting for a couple more answers here. So, I sure hope everybody is having a great Saturday. My Saturday hasn't gone exactly like I planned. Part of it is because it's so stupid cold. I mean, woke up to 13 degrees outdoors, but it made inside, even though furnace is running fine and yada yada. But there's a few drafts in this old cottage, and yeah, I was cold. I was cold. Okay, so now Victoria says LeeLee is in New Mexico. Well, Vicky, you're still wrong. You've only got like what, 49 more, or no, 48 more states and a couple countries to guess. All right, Frederick's saying Graham Patterson. No, he's not in Arizona. In fact, he's not in New Mexico either. Uh, and I do have a confession to make. If you guess where he's at, then Graham's going to have to quantify that as in a yay or nay. Because you know what? I know he's from Scotland. That I knew from a long time ago. But after watching a few videos, I'm not 100% sure that he's actually in Scotland at this moment. I'm not even sure he's not a figment of our imaginations. Well, maybe a figment of mine. All right, so we got three little tiny guessing games uh, going on. Okay, Vicky, not quite. Not quite. However, I'll let you know if you or if anybody else does come up with the answer where she's at the moment. Where's LeeLee? Anyways, uh, And then back to our featured channel. As you know, you got a thumbnail to guess from. You got this picture behind me, and you got the title name to kind of guess who possibly our featured channel is today. Okay, Vic, uh, you are correct. Now, what part of Texas? And then I'll also let you know why she's still there and what her possible plans are for the next few days. I did speak with her earlier today. I think it was around 11:30, something like that. Yeah, yeah, things change. I mean, even I had some weird changes. As I was talking about this morning, as far as my leaving for Arizona, uh, I'm figuring it's going to be no later than the 16th. But given the weather reports that are coming up, the future predictions, I don't know how I'm going to do it. Because if I can possibly leave on Wednesday, I'm going to say the 13th, that would be great. Because there's supposed to be a storm coming in here on Thursday. Now, which which way is that storm coming in from? Is it coming in from Canada? If that's the case, then I would love to leave Wednesday. Now, if that storm is coming up from the southwest, like these last couple storms have done, well, maybe I'll just hold off till Saturday rather than nose into a storm. And same thing that's going on in Texas. The reason that LeeLee is still in her area of Texas and hasn't gone to the Gulf Coast yet, although she's thinking about it, uh, Texas is getting snow. That means, yeah, forget about the virus, the COVID-19 thing, as far as being locked down or shut down. I mean, when the southern states like Texas and Arkansas, Louisiana, Alabama, which are all predicted to get some of this, parts of Oklahoma, when they get this, uh, which is kind of rare, but when it happens, they can't do nothing. They do not have the equipment like we do up here in the northern states. So when their roads get half inch of snow on them, they're done. They're done. Everything just shuts down because they can't move around for the same reason. I mean, they do not have the equipment to treat the roads with salt or whatever. And the other good part of that is most of the native drivers who live in those states, they're not accustomed to driving on snow and ice. Now, I'm not bragging, but we do brag up here sometime about, oh, just hand me my beer and watch this. Yeah, well, bullshit. That's just a joke. I mean, I still see it happen too. Somebody goes out and they buy a four-wheel drive pickup, and they're like, "Oh, I can go anywhere," and then I see them in the ditch after they pass me because just because you got four-wheel drive means you got better traction. You don't have any stopping power better than I do in my single-wheel vehicle, or rear-wheel vehicle as they call it. I don't know why they call it rear wheel. Unless you have Positrack, you still only got one wheel that's turning. So, you got four wheels on your car, but only one of them is actually doing any work. Done that way since day one, I think. All right. What is Dan saying? Oh, yeah. You know what? I would love to get one of your stickers, chickens, stickers in the near future, but I'm holding off because I haven't got any more stickers yet. I was supposed to see Terry Parmenter today. I sent him an email and a voicemail on his phone a week ago. I haven't heard back from him, so I may not have any stickers for quite some time. I don't know what's going on. Okay. There is Dan the Vintage RVers email. Okay, everybody here, click on that and let's go email them. Yeah, Frederick Heron, you're correct. They all stop the same. On, black ice, you might as well say, not at all. I don't care if you've got ABS. Yeah, it don't matter. Although ABS does help a little bit. Man, I could tell you stories. But anyways, Victoria May. Did I answer right? Captain Jack Scrapper. Uh, well, if we're talking about writing to Dan the Vintage RVer, of course she answered right. Yeah, she is in Texas. Uh, okay. Now you got me stumped, Vicky. I don't know where Kerrville, Texas is. She just told me this morning she's in central Texas. And she is anticipating that they're going to get some snow. And she's thinking about heading south to the Gulf of Mexico to get away from it. That's true, Dan. Yeah. What do we say? Geronimo! My dad was in a vehicle way back when, and the driver, he was a passenger, the driver was killed, and they went off the cliff. And the driver said, "Well, here we go." That was his last words. Here we go. Anyways, that kind of gives me a little shiver. All right. Who wants to venture a guess? We got 3 clues at the moment. Oh, Victoria May. Okay, she's quite likely still in Kerrville. She was going to be actually moving from there, and her message this morning said that hasn't happened yet. So she's not on the road yet. So unless a snowstorm is looming right over her head, and she might say, "Screw this," and heading south, even if it is dark. Heading for the Gulf of Mexico. I don't blame her. I would too. All right, so our clues are what's behind me, the thumbnail, and the title to this video. Those are your 3 clues. Try to guess who this channel is. It's up to you. All right, we pretty much figured out where's LeeLee. So now can we go where's Donovan? We all know where Jerry Holly is. He should be. Well, let me think. 624. Da da da. He should be fueling up in downtown Quartzsite. Or I know Mel Nettie and a couple other people were probably going to go welcoming him in, and maybe he's getting set up his campsite by now, and all of that. Which that's so cool. I hope I get that kind of a welcome. I know I will. Great people out there. It's almost like it's like another Mayberry in a way. In fact, there's a couple people out there that were at Mayberry, like for instance, New Horizons. they're out there. Who else? Uh, I'm probably missing people, but there is a ton of channels and YouTubers and a lot of our friends right here in the chat, or that you normally see in chat if you watch other channels other than me. I mean, yeah, there's a whole bunch of RV YouTubers in Quartzsite at this moment. Uh, So, is anybody here from this morning or noon today Eastern? If you are here, would you like to venture a little tiny hint for the people who are here right now to see if they can guess who our featured channel is for the day? Our victims. And Dan says no. For two reasons. Number one, he wasn't here this morning. Number two, he doesn't have a clue. Join the club there, Dan. I don't have a clue either. Wait, I do have a clue. And maybe I'm going to have to put one out here. We're half an hour into this, and Shanacraft. Ahoy, lassie. I have this feeling you were here this at the noon. So if you can come up with a creative hint, ignorance is indeed bliss. It's similar to a rhino. It's called something else. I can't remember. Uh, and yes, it is Class B. So there's another hint. Uh, 1984. Ignorance is bliss. Why do I feel like a lot of people are actually living that at this moment? I don't know, Dan. I, okay, my roommate, Holly. A lot of you know her, met her, seen her. She's my patient. She's not my girlfriend, just so y'all know. Uh, she didn't know what was going on with the election and all this and that because she listens to Antenna TV plays of Father Knows Best and all these other shows, and there is no national news. Uh, and when if I have to take her to a doctor or something like that, she'll change the radio station right away to, rock and roll. And our favorite rock and roll station that we have here in this area, they don't give it the news. They're just playing rock and roll. So when I said, no, Holly, I want to listen to talk radio. I said, no, you need to hear it too. And I switched over to talk radio, and this was on Wednesday when I was taking her to a doctor appointment. And she kind of freaked out with all the shit that at that time, right at that time, was going on in the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. WKRP, as far as I know, Dan, is in Cincinnati. And I think Johnny Fever may still be presiding. I don't know. But she has had, I don't know, she switches from channel to channel with these old replays of old channels. And then I happened to see WKRP in Cincinnati. I was watching. I don't watch TV hardly because I'm too busy trying to figure out what us YouTubers are doing, including myself. 1984 was only like 15 years ago. Yeah, I understand that too. Ah, anyways, okay, Shanna. Yes, you are supposed to be guessing the channel. You don't have to. Well, you can if you guess the channel, then you're going to guess who's rig. Um, and it sounds like you were not here on the noon. I come to think of it, I don't remember seeing you know, but I've seen you on so many other live streams that I think you've been on mine today too. But I'm glad you're here, Santa. Hey, look who's here. Here she is, Miss America. It's LeeLee Gypsy Child, journeying through or via LeeLee's land. So if you don't have her, which I think you all do, but if you don't, you can still put her up in the tab and go see what she's put out lately. Yes, Dan, the turkey drop was epic. Probably, probably their most famous show. Every Thanksgiving it gets brought up. We have a local radio station. They do a turkey drop, and what that is you go and buy a turkey at Family Fair or Kroger's or whatever your local store is, and then you go and drop it off at uh, the movie theater where they're at. It's part of the drive for one of our local charities to provide Thanksgiving meals for you know the less fortunate and the homeless. And I mean, it went crazy. I mean, the best they ever did, I think, was like 1,700 in previous years. They got over 5,000 this past Thanksgiving. They're like they were overwhelmed. But you know what? Here we are all going through the pandemic and going through the political crap and going through God knows what, and yet people will still reach into their pockets or dig deep if that's what it takes and help. So I haven't given up on humanity just yet, regardless of what Elon Musk is trying to tell us about artificial intelligence. Anyways, yes. Let's see. I think I missed something. Yes, all the humanity. Uh, so only to narrow it down just a tiny bit more, LeeLee. Vicky, she was guessing that you were still in Kerrville, Texas. And I said, well, it may be true if Kerrville is in central Texas. And I says, that still may be true unless you turn the key and you're heading south to get away from that stupid snow that's coming in. Heading for the Gulf of Mexico. Hmm. So, yes, you're correct. You're correct, Dan. You know what? Oh, gosh. I think it was last week. Yeah, it was last week. The day after New Year's. Holly did Cornish hens. I had trouble eating it. It tasted good, but it was like trying to eat a bluegill. It was full of bones. I don't know. I guess that's the way Cornish hens are. But there was a lot of little tiny bones, so I had to eat carefully. Anyways, okay, mateys. Well, Victoria wins as far as where's LeeLee? Jay Charles, welcome aboard. Okay, you're new tonight, as you know the rules. We're trying to guess who the featured artist is tonight. Plus, we got a couple side games going on too. Uh, but the main one is right here behind me. You know, the channel. You're supposed to guess the channel. There's a clue behind me. There's a clue in the thumbnail, and there's also one clue in the title of this live stream. And you're pretty sharp. You'll probably catch on to it right away. Uh, so, right, people are saying hello. So, J. Charles, the other two little side hustles that we got going on, we've already guessed where's LeeLee. She's still in Texas. When you're in Texas, look behind you. No, wait, that was an old show. Anyways, you're right, Dan, and I probably should make you one of those if I haven't already. I don't remember. Um, and one of our side hustles is where's Donovan? Okay, and that's now we're down to one guessing where is Donovan. And he is supposed to come on after me at 7:30 tonight. That's RV on the wayside. But we actually don't know if that's really going to happen, in my opinion. So where is he? He's not as a sticks and bricks. He's not at headquarters. That much I can tell you. Okay, Graham says, oh, he's saying hi to Charles, J. Charles. Okay. Ah, Easter chicks. You mean peeps? I missed something. Okay. So, maybe I'm going to have to drop a little tiny clue since I don't think we have anybody here from the earlier today show. So, what can I give you as a number 4 clue as to how to guess our coveted, precious, featured channel today? Yes, you're a monkey wrench in all ways. Let me hand you the left-handed crescent or the left-handed monkey wrench, either one. All right. And no, I didn't call Express Scripts, but I sure need to. Feed me notes. All right. This may possibly help you. The channel is a they. That's one more clue. So now you have 4. I tell you that they are some kind of a coach. I mean, they each are a certain kind of coach. Would that help you? You know, whether they're basketball, football, soccer. Would that help you? They're a certain kind of coach. Hey, I'm just throwing it out there. And let's see. Oh, come think of it, LeeLee was here this morning or at noon. She might come up with a cute little hint. So we basically got four and a half hints going on, clues, if you want to call it that. You know, Mr. Sherlock. I'm loving doing this because I get to plagiarize my. I do the screenshots and you know, I get to use those as background. I get to use them as thumbnails. Hey, why not? you know. And I'm actually, let's see, this is number 5 tonight or today. Uh, we've done 5 channels, or after today, we will have done 5 channels. We got number 6 coming up. I'm not sure if it'll be this coming Saturday. It depends on whether I have a Wi-Fi signal. It may get postponed until I do, because it's very quite possible that I will be on the road either driving or be somewhere where I'm trying to take a break, but I still don't have a Wi-Fi signal. That could happen, and it's happened to other people. Todd Johnston, welcome aboard, and I know that you can help out here. Get your creative juices flowing. We have 4.5 clues out here for the night crew here to figure out, or the evening crew, trying to figure out who this featured channel is. And they're also supposed to be guessing where's Donovan. I'm just saying. So Todd, the 5 clues that they have so far, 4.5. They have the thumbnail. They have this background. They have the title, as this morning. Um, and then I also mentioned that they're coaches. And that's they, so it means that there's more than one person for this channel. So that's kind of like 4.5, 5 clues. And Jay Charles. All right, Jay Charles. What the hell are we going to talk about for the next hour and 15 minutes? Congratulations, Jay Charles. You guessed the channel. Now, and LeeLee says that Donovan is in New Mexico. You know what? He very well could be. I honestly don't know if he's in New Mexico or Arizona, but he was on his way, and he expected that he would be in that area as of tonight. Now, if he finds a place to have a signal, and we go watch him do a Captain Jack raid on him at 7:30 Eastern, right after me, then maybe we'll find out where he's at. Or if he's not there because they don't have a signal. That happened to Jerry Holly actually twice today. Jerry was on his way, and he tried to go live. It was, I don't know, it was around 2 p.m., I think. And it was just black screen, and a few of us chatted with each other. And that got done after about 20 minutes. Everybody gave up. And then, I forget, maybe around 3:30, boom, there he was. And, he's got his dash cam going, and we're chatting back and forth with him, and he's telling us what he's doing. He was about 2 hours out of quartzsite. He had just left Phoenix. But then about 20 minutes into that video, we lost him. Well, yes, legally, I don't know. He could be in New Mexico or Arizona, but that's what he said. So we'll see. The metal detecting channel, good evening. And just before I don't forget, Jay Charles, you're a good guesser. And how about you share with us how you put the dots together to figure out who? Have you seen this rig before with what they did to it? Or did you recognize the thumbnail? Or did you just kind of like, they're coaches and they speak French? Even though I didn't tell you they spoke French, but from the title, you might assume that. Todd Johnson. Is the place have snow on the ground? LeeLee might. Yes, LeeLee. Little Michael should be close to 9 months old now. And he is a cutie. Oh my. And does he ever look like his dad? There ain't no doubt there. I mean, the hairline, the the facial construction. I mean, yeah, it's a mini Justin, and his name is Michael. Very very cute. Ah, yes, Justin and Christina RV Van Life. And if one of our wrenches could throw in the link to them, because they don't seem to be on here tonight, or they throw in their own link because they've been with my channel for forever, well, since day one, and great moderators. They've helped me all along the way, and I know they help other channels too. And when I said they were coaches, they are life coaches. They call it neuropathic. It's kind of, I guess you could say, holistic, but it's tied in with exercise, eating healthy. Uh, Christina even mentioned about chakra. She's into martial arts as well, and don't mess with her because she'll kick your ass up between your ears. You knew what I was going to say, guys, but I didn't say it quite that way. Yeah, she admits that she's the tough one of the family. She's the little short, quiet one. I've always thought to myself, always look for the little short, quiet ones. Yeah, the loud, boisterous, tall guy, you know, it might be exactly what he is, boisterous, loud. It's that little short shit that you gotta watch out for. Okay, motivational speakers that live down by the river. No, they don't live down by the river. This is a rig, and they're still not moved into it yet, although they do plan on going full time or at least part time. But they are still in the process of renovating it. It's a 99 Dodge ProMaster, is that what they're called? It's a high top van. It's very similar to Tom's, a Hobotech. A lot of people have Hobotech. Yeah, it's basically the same rig as he has. But they've done some redesigning, they've done some refurbishing, they've changed the cabinets, well, cabinet colors. They just recently dyed the carpet to the color they wanted. I mean, they've done quite a lot of work and getting it ready because their idea is they're going to travel. And it could be that when the weather gets better and they start traveling, it's going to be only in Canada unless our borders get open. If our borders get open, then they're going to be down here for warmer weather. They're just the same as me. They want to get out of the snow. I don't blame them. And I didn't tell anybody else, but that background. Let me see if I still have it. I think I do. The thumbnail that you seen. Okay. Yes, I do too have it. There. Uh, People asked me, and I couldn't tell them this morning or this noon. I wasn't going to tell them because I didn't want to kind of give it away. That is from the Botanical Gardens in Montreal, Quebec. And I don't think it looks like that today. That was obviously a middle July shot. But anyways, beautiful. I'd love to go there and visit. Yeah, it looks like from the other screenshots from the other things I've seen concerning Montreal, it looks like you could spend a week there and still not see everything easily. You could maybe catch the highlights like the Botanical Garden and some other places that were featured. Incredible place. Hey, and it's all about travel for us RVers, and it's all about film for us YouTubers. So we got two things going on: travel, see new things, and by God, film it. And most everybody here, You know? Yeah, okay. So yeah, it's been an awesome day, and we only got one more little side hustle to guess. Actually, you guys already did guess it. Come to think of it, I was thinking of Donovan, who comes on after me. What? 40 minutes from now. So, uh, I don't know if I can remember what his subject was. I also don't. Maybe somebody here does remember what Donovan's subject was for tonight. But again, when he said something about traveling, you know, heading to Arizona, I'm sure he's heading to courtside. Um, well, we saw it happen with Jerry. He didn't have a signal and yada yada. So who knows? Hey, I don't know. He may have everything planned. He may have a direct line to Elon Musk, and he's hooked up with a Starlink satellites, and he can broadcast to the entire world, no matter what. Whatever. That's another thing. A couple nights ago, was it last night or the night before? It was last night. I could see some of the stars, which is unusual because normally we just have cloudy skies, and also a little unusual because even when the skies are semi clear, you might spot a couple stars. But I remember growing up that I could see a whole lot more stars. But when you consider that the big city is 4 times bigger than it was when I was young, the light pollution, yeah, that's why you don't see that many stars like I could when I was a kid. So that's one of the reasons I also want to get out there in the desert. So I would like to see the Milky Way again. I think that'd be cool. And Milky Way, especially Milky Way Dark, that's one of my favorites. I love that chocolate. Oh, no, no, no. I'm talking about the stars, the galaxy, where where we are. All right. Stand up philosophy. Now I'm sitting down. But if you mean it's good philosophy, yes. That it is stand up. It's righteous. And yeah, don't get me started on philosophy or theology or theories or conspiracies and flag. I could go on. You know, none of us would go over to Donovan's because I'd still be yakking about it. Okay, Todd, did I hear the news about Camper Van Kevin? No, I have not. So, please clue us all in because I'm sure I'm not the only one. What is the news about Camper Van? Yes, Dan. Uh, our couch is covered with stuff that's supposed to go in the motorhome, so I can't lay down anyways. Yeah, we're all waiting on Todd to let us know. Now I'm kind of concerned. What about the little Yorkies? You know what? A lot of us started a year and a half, 2 years ago by watching what are now big channels like Camper Van Kevin, Hobotech, Sasnak, uh, Dave's RV Life, or RV life with baby. You know, uh, the guy who had the Bounder, but now he's got a Class C, and he's got the dog. What's the dog's name? I'll think of it. I mean, we all love David, you know, and his journeys. I think he's in Florida right now. Uh, okay, on his Facebook page. All right, he found a large mass growth on his kidney and spots on the lungs. Oh my. All right. Well, we all know what to do. Dear Lord Jesus, please watch over Camper Van Kevin. He needs us. He needs you. Therefore, we raise our request to you, dear Lord Jesus. Amen. Wow. Wow. I would have never thought for him. I mean, he doesn't do anything. He's not, he doesn't have vices like I have vices. You know, I'm sitting here jonesing to have a cigar, but I hate to smoke in front of y'all. I'm kind of thirsty, so yeah, another vice. And sometimes I go to excess. I admit that. Oh, yes. Prayers going out to Kevin, please. There's okay, so there's only 10 of us here at the moment, but every one of us is going to say, "Hey, did you hear about Camper Van Kevin?" And chances are we'll go to his Facebook page and maybe get a few more details, or other channels are going to mention it, you know, because he has some very good friends out there. Uh, there's Aja, there's uh, back back Backroads Nomad. Uh, gosh, I mean, he's got several larger channels as well as he is, you know, that are gonna say, "Hey, prayers, prayers for Camper Van Kevin, CVK." Wow. Yes, LeeLee. Yes. Yes. And can I say yes a few more times? Do not underestimate the power of our Lord. J. Charles. You're correct. Except it's VICES. But I do have two vices in the motorhome. I have one on my portable workbench, and I have another one that's just in a box that I was thinking about mounting it on the rear deck at some point, or making it so I can take it on and off because it's a little bit bigger. You know, it's like you would see on the back of a maintenance truck, like for the gas company or a plumber or something like that. But I tell you what, having one of those available when you're out in the middle of the desert and somebody needs something bent or something fixed or something blah blah, they got it. You know, I'm probably carrying more tools than I am anything else. All right, Todd. Yes, Shanacraft. Next picks. Thank you for coming aboard. We have guessed the the channel that was uh forgot the channel that sponsored me today. It's Justin and Christina's Van Life. Okay, that's who our channel is for today. And if you don't have them, please go check them out. Somebody will put a link in here before we leave. Um, and then we just found out, and we're still finding out a little bit more information that Todd knew about that Camper Van Kevin, another one of our YouTuber RVers, large channel who we all love. Uh, he's in the hospital now in Phoenix. Okay, and the little Yorkies are at his friends. Good. Okay, he had a bad diagnosis, bad disc. Okay, all right, huh? I can remember having back pains, and I was blowing it off because I'm like, oh, everybody has back pains, and then it just got worse and worse and worse till I was laying on the floor crying, and finally my stepdaughter called an ambulance. I had kidney stones. Whew, it was bad. Now this sounds even worse. No, wow, and yes, thank you, Todd, for cluing us in. Yes, next fix, you need the right tool for the right job. Yeah, actually, you need the right tool for the wrong job, even. But you can't use the wrong tool for the right job. That's a given. You can try, you know, but then, it's really difficult to roller skate in a buffalo herd. However, I heard that song. I heard it yesterday. High hopes. About the little ant thought he could move a rubber tree plant, and everybody just, ha, little ant, you can't move a rubber tree plant. But he had high hopes. Whoops, there goes another rubber tree plant. I love that song. I mean, it's silly, but it's uplifting. And it has a message. You put your faith in the man upstairs, and if it's meant to be, it will be. And I'm proof positive of that. Saying, LeeLee will tell you the same thing. And I'm sure there's many others here that will also agree. And if you're sitting there scratching your head like, what? Come on, we'll help you. And if you need to get into my rig when I'm not around, the code is 4316. Just so you know. Oh, was she coughing again? I don't even hear it half the time. Uh, yeah, she's okay. She just woke up from a nap. She'll probably start hollering at me for cooking for myself. I haven't cleaned up the mess yet, but I will another half hour or so. Uh, yes, Holly's okay. She, I didn't even hear it because I half time it goes in one ear and out the other. But yeah, sometimes when she wakes up, she's got a cough and hack and whatever. She's yeah, yeah. I know. I'm not married here, but let's see. I think Holly's been here like 6, going on 7 years. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm her home health care provider, and she happens to live in my home. How convenient. And yes, she's coming with me. State of Michigan said no problem. You can still get paid even if you're on the road. All right. So that's why there's a few special additions to the motorhome to accommodate for her. The oxygen generator, the battery powered oxygen generator, and the spare oxygen tanks. Um, and then that'll be right next to her where she sleeps, where she rests, where she lives all the time. Seems like. Then across the way, behind the kitchen counter, uh, there's space for the wheelchair, the walker, and her cane will probably be closer to her. But you know, the the typical equipment that you would think to have for someone who's not exactly very perfectly mobile. So, ah, old time dream is bored. Okay, If you scroll up, Full Time Dream, we just learned Todd Todd knew about it, but Campervan Kevin is hospitalized right now, um, and we need to say prayers for him. Picking on full time. Yeah. Yes, LeeLee. You know, I couldn't afford to leave her here. I can't afford to maintain the cottage and put fuel in the motorhome. It just ain't gonna happen, you know. So the cottage is getting shut down. I mean, the last thing that will happen when I head out this door right here is I'll be shutting off the power breaker. And this is after I've emptied the water heater, turned off the gas, drained the water, opened all the valves, and put some antifreeze in a couple of the traps, like the shower, the kitchen, and the vanity. Bless you, Holly. Yeah, it's cheaper to keep her. Oh dear. Okay, now everybody's going to ask if I'm okay. Truth of it is, LeeLee, it's like you're right, but there are times when I wish things were different. I seem to do. I don't seem to go through as much stress when it's just me. I don't know. And I'll tell you another thing. It's really hard to date. I'm just saying. It's not that I can't. I can. There's no ties. But when you think about it, if you came across me and you kind of were attracted or whatever, and then and you maybe wanted to come to my house, I doubt that you would. And you know what? I'd refuse you to come in anyways because the place is a wreck, and it's not because of me. I'm just saying. Ah, James, no, that doesn't look like that's going to work out whatsoever. She is stressing about money, and I thought she was going to come here on Sunday, and we were going to build her a bed in her van, make it so that it could fold up, so she could convert it easier, so she could do Amazon when it's folded up, and then when it's time for her to sleep, she can fold it down. But no, ain't happening. LeeLee, I'm going to bust your butt. Gee. No. I get you around the campfire next. Anyways, Wandering Wiley, welcome aboard. I haven't seen you in a while. I was thinking about you last week, and as a matter of fact, I wrote down your name. So I got to go visit Wandering Wiley. I haven't seen him. And of course, here I am. I still haven't visited. Maybe once I get out in the desert, I'll have more time, right? To catch up on things on YouTube. Let's see. Yeah, one in every port. You know what, LeeLee? There's a song, Dream On, Mississippi. And no, I'm not a real pirate. I just play one on YouTube. But I am open minded. I'm not. Hey, go ahead, eat the crackers. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, here we are. So, somebody just came in new. And now I've lost my train of thought. Oh, Wandering Wiley. Yeah, we had the guessing game. The guessing game was won by Jay Charles, who just said hello to you. He guessed that the mystery channel tonight was Justin and Christina's van life. So uh, we're done until next week for the next victim. Or it could be more than a week. Because if everything, God willing, if I'm on the road, and wherever I am at, excuse me, next Saturday, if I don't have signal, well, hello, bye. Keep driving. You know, I do want to stay consistent with my times, um, and I'm grateful that there's. It seems like the noon slot and now the 6 p.m. slot. You know, it's kind of like a courtesy, and that's okay. I mean, no, I don't own it. If somebody else wants to go live when I'm live, that's fine. Or if I'm not live, they're not stepping on my toes either way. You know. Thank you, LeeLee. Yeah, Aerosmith. Eat the crackers. You can just crumble them up and spread them all over the bed. I don't mind. I'll be preoccupied. All right. Oh, we're starting to go south there, LeeLee. Or I am. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Dan says number one son is a film photography major. Cool. Cool. And I'll tell you what, Dan, again, you watch some of LeeLee's stuff and you're going to be impressed. And as a matter of fact, that's how I found LeeLee. I didn't find her through Blue Wave Odyssey or any of our other channels here. I was just surfing, trying to. This is almost going on 2 years ago. I was looking like I don't know what I'm doing with my camera. I don't know what I'm doing with this or that, and I found uh, a person in Michigan, and I don't have her anymore. She was a professional photographer. She was more towards doing wedding videos, pictures, graduation, those kind of pictures. And I was still kind of looking around, and all of a sudden I stumbled across LeeLee Gypsy Child, and I've been hooked ever since. To her chagrin. I turn up on her stuff like a bad penny. No, I'm just kidding, LeeLee. Uh, you've been so wonderful and a blessing to all of us. For him, the dad jokes. You want some good jokes, and I know he's not here right now. He was here earlier today, uh, boondocking with Dennis. I'm just going to throw that out there. Boondocking with Dennis. Yeah, Frederick Heron nudes. I haven't had one pop up just lately, and no, LeeLee has hinted at that, but I have not seen any actually that she's published. Just so you know, don't get your hopes up. Yeah, innocent as usual. You're, LeeLee, you're trouble with a capital T, and we all love you. Yeah. Yeah, the dad jokes. Again, go visit Boondocking with Dennis. He throws them in there every now and then, and then some of them are like, what? And I'm going to repeat one. The first one that I heard from him on one of his videos, and he puts two or three out a week on his travels. But anyways, he goes, "Did you know that baseball is mentioned in the Bible?" What? I'm sitting there scratching my head. What is he talking about? Well, yes, it is. Come to think of it, it's in the first words of the Bible. in the big inning. And he goes, pum, pum, pum. I was on the floor. I wanted to drive down to Gulf Coast, Texas, wherever he's at down there, and it's like, that was a good one. I certainly have never heard it before. Yep, baseball Bible in the big inning. Yes. Crack me up. You're welcome, LeeLee. We're all going to flirt with you for the next 15 minutes. I'm going to, whether you're here or not. Keep on going. I'll text you at 3 in the morning. Oh, gosh. The kids have been begging to go out west this year. Oh, yes, Dan. Uh, yeah, there's some good treats there. And just so you know, kids may be interested that LeeLee can speak. Uh, she knows how to speak with bees, with honeybees and butterflies. And I have suspicion she can chat with any kind of birds and other wildlife. I just have this funny feeling. And for all I know, those windmills that she keeps showing, they might be intelligent AI type of windmills. I'm just saying. Yes. My stuff safe for kids. Yeah, well, yeah, your photography's safe, but your mouth, I'm kidding you. Kidding you. Oh, gosh. Flirt, flirt, flirt. Okay, Dan says, gonna get timed out on your own live stream. Well, she might be your sister, but she's just my cousin. Okay, those birds talk to her. I believe that. In all seriousness, I totally believe that. And truth be known, I've been asked, who are you talking to? I'm like, I'm talking to that squirrel over there. I'm talking to that bird up in the tree. Or I'm talking to this spider over here on the table. I mean, last year I had a pet mama wasp in the motorhome. I did. And then a neighbor came. Can I come up and see the motorhome? I said, sure, come on up. And he comes in, oh my God, a wasp. He killed it. I'm like, you killed Mama Wasp. What'd you do that for? In Blue Lane. Ahoy Mateys. Welcome aboard. Oh gosh. Oh, it's Nancy. I can tell by how it's written. Ahoy, Nancy Lassie. Good to see you. Ah, yeah, mutiny. Uh, no, it's mutton. That's that's sheep. If you cook it right, it's delicious. So that's a skill. But a lot of people have lived on that for years and hundreds and thousands of years. What am I missing here? Nancy is talking to. Okay, there you go, LeeLee. Nancy will come to your defense because the guys have been ganging up on you. Well, I have. Nancy's here to kick ass. All right. This has been a fun evening, folks. And Nancy, the featured guest for today, on the guessing game. It was finally guessed by Jay Charles tonight, and this morning it was Over the Hill RV that guessed because we do this twice a day. And if the people from the morning are in here in the evening, they're allowed to give clues, but they're not allowed to give it away, so to speak. But anyways, it was Justin and Christina's van life. They were the featured guests today. And so next Saturday, it'll be episode number 6 of Guess Who's Channel. And that's only if I have signal, because I may be on the road and not have uh, signal. What, Bill? You do a John Gone good imitation of Nancy. I keep waiting for you to say, "Oh, my captain." Wait, Christina does that. I don't know where Justin and Christina are tonight, but because they knew I was gonna be spoofing and featuring them. So, oh, and speaking of them, Dan's in its RV on the far side. Okay, RV on the wayside, but yeah, good one. I like that. That's almost as good as RV underwear. Um. Anyways, back to reality. Is there such a thing? Squirrel, dolphin. I lost it. Yeah. Okay. I know what I want to know. Dan, if you can throw a link in for Justin and Christina's van life in case somebody here doesn't have Justin and Christina, that'd be totally awesome. You could have said RV on the backside. Yes, you could have. Oh, and I keep getting these pop-ups. Some of them are kind of pleasant to look at, but then on the other hand, they're irritating too. It's all a matrix. Yeah, that's weird. That movie came up earlier for me tonight. I hadn't even thought about it in a long time. But I stumbled across a video where Elon Musk was talking about artificial intelligence. And who I can't remember who the author was of the video, but they interjected a scene from The Matrix. Yeah, and it was interesting. I mean, it was just a little short interjection, but then back to Elon Musk talking about, well, it could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing. Uh huh. Yeah. Pastor Gene Watkins, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Uh, I know you came in late. We're going to be off here in about 7 minutes, but that's okay. Uh, we have the mystery channel has been identified. It's Justin and Christine's RV life. Uh, we found out where LeeLee is, and she's in here. That's Trinity via LeeLee's lens. If you don't have her, please check her out. Throw her up in the tab and go look at her later, or yeah, whatever you will enjoy for sure. And leave her a comment. Uh, and anybody else here that you don't have, everybody that's in here, fantastic community that we have. And also, Pastor, I'm glad that you came in. We heard from another one of our fans here tonight, Todd Johnston. We learned from him that Camper Van Kevin, that's a larger channel, but all of us know who he is because a lot of us cut our teeth on YouTube and RVing and learning how to be a YouTuber from watching Camper Van Kevin. He is hospitalized in Phoenix tonight, and we've given up our prayers, but you may lead us in prayer once again, because we all know the power of prayer, and we know that there could never be enough prayers. So may God bless Camper Van Kevin and help him through these trying times uh, with the health issues that he's having. Thank you, Dan. Yep. Yep, thank you. We appreciate that. And I'm just going to be quiet here for a minute and look at the chat because I know Gene's going to have something here to say that'll be much more appropriate than I can say. Um, Sometimes I can do a prayer off the cuff, but other times it's nicer when a seasoned professional, a man of the cloth, leads us in prayer. Yes, battling cancer. And he just found it out. He thought he had back pain, like us old farts, you know, we get back pain and we think, it's just arthritis, or I twisted wrong, or I lifted wrong, or lifted too much, yada yada. We all, especially guys, we kind of blow it off, you know. But now he's been diagnosed with a type of cancer, so he is in pain. So it's wonderful that you came here, Pastor. Even though we're only about 4 minutes away from doing a raid, a Captain Jack Scrapper raid on Donovan, which is actually a RV on the wayside. And we'll be putting his link in here in just a few minutes. I know Dan can do that, or a couple other people can do that as well. So, if nothing else, if you don't want to lead us in prayer or give us the prayer, uh, we can all continue to pray silently for Kevin, Camper Van Kevin. Dan, thank you. When I speak to Dad, I just talk to him like he's sitting next to me. Sometimes we tell terrible jokes to each other. That's my relationship with my Father, my Savior. Oh, I'm just saying. All right, let's see. And we can all read what Gene just wrote. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. I'm typing that in. Thank you, Pastor Gene. That was beautiful. That was so beautiful. I typed it in and I don't know where it went. Santa Craft, thank you for being aboard. Let's see. And yes, keep Camper Van in your prayers. You know, one of the things I typically will say is that it's not just Camper Van Kevin. We all need. We all need our Father. We all need Jesus in our lives. Um, Plain and simple. Uh, and yet, I don't know. Are there some people that might take it for granted? I worry that I'm going to take it for granted. No, I don't want to take God's love for me for granted. All right, all right. We could use a link, please, to Donovan. No, excuse me, and we'll go do a raid on him. And you know what? We could spread the prayers over there. We can let Donovan know about Camper Van Kevin if he doesn't already know. Somebody let him know in the chat. So if somebody could put a link. Yes, Dan. Very true. Very, very true. And when you look up in the stars at night, is that his fiber optic system? Could be. um. Anyways, whether we get a link or not, we're going over to RV on the Wayside. Tell him prepare to be boarded, and that's if he's there, if he has a signal. All right, mateys. 7:30. Fair winds and smiles. And of course, may God bless. Good night, mateys.